FBA, no. Try. I don't even need a party. I be as a party, young money. Like we's the artists. But even harder, gotta see it to believe it, don't you? If you ain't know, then why you speaking?
I'm like 21.
Huh? But mind your business in your business plan and mind your business, man. Don't need opinions, I ain't listening, cause I don't give a damn. I sip the 100 Jack and do that, who we think he is a damn. Say
21. Gang.
Play no game, yeah. Play no game, yeah. Let my locks mad up the wig down to my dick, cause I'm a Florida boy. I sprayed a wheel, look like that bitch was dipped in organelle. Got my kitchen foot locker, my t-shirt from the corner store. Ultra Combo! You watch my chick hop out the wheel, look like she so annoyed. It ain't you, it's just that she don't talk to fuck, boy.
All right, I should be good. Can you guys hear us? Who's rapping? Nah, this is Keith's new song right here, boy. This is Keith's new song here.
Keith's new song.
Might be. Send the beat. Never know.
What up, what up? I sound good, guys? How the sound?
Facts on facts.
All right, we got good sound. You guys want to be a part of the episode? Leave us a voicemail real quick. 347-389-4898. Feel free to do so. This is all reaction pod. Nothing scripted. Keep new song. Nah, I don't know.
We got a different YouTube link now because the other one says it ended 50 seconds.
Yeah, different one. I had to restart it. Hey, Beatopia, thank you so much for the prime, my guy. All right, yo, why I feel like Garrett Cole made this move?
Definitely, he definitely has some influence.
Fuck your opinions, you can party.
It was Garrett Cole.
Coronavirus, bad bitches can't be getting sick. I'm organically potent. You couldn't buy enough views to come for a bitch. Real life lit.
I don't even need a party. I be as a party.
Sending out the new links from PinstripeStrong.
What's good, YouTube?
If you ain't know, then why you speaking now? But mind your business in
20.
You don't know him, why you speaking on him? What up, July?
Yeah, that touchdown was way too easy.
All right, everything sounding good. All right, guys. Woo! We are starting the podcast now. It is Sunday. And we have some news coming from Sunday to now. And when you're hearing this, it might be Monday or it might be Sunday. I don't know. But we got some Yankee news for you as the Yankees take a shot with Jameson Taillon. PinstripeStrong Reaction Podcast on the quick on a Sunday. Chris?
Let's do it.
It's showtime at the Apollo. Woo! Hey, what is going on, y'all? It is your boy Joe's on a Sunday. Sunday. Out here joined by Keith and Chris and you guys, of course, because without you guys, we're just having a friendly conversation on a Sunday, just probably talking, only on our app, on WhatsApp, and that's it. So thank you guys for listening. So appreciate you guys. How are you guys doing today, on this day?
How you doing, Keith?
I'm all right. NFC Championship just kicked off. I got that on one TV. Got some family at my place currently. Mom is in town. Little cousin is in town. So I'm hosting. But when news breaks, when moves happen, we found moves. When moves pull up, I'm pulling up. So we here, PinstripeStrong. Let's talk about Jameson Taillon, a shot with Jameson.
Where Keith somehow, some way already purchased the official Pinstripe Strong merch. Guys, that may be available at the store. I cannot confirm nor deny that the Jameson shirt is a Pinstripe Strong product. We will see, and I will talk to the lawyers right after, see what happens. Probably a lawsuit.
Facts.
All right. So it's Sunday. You guys don't know. You guys don't know.
Same font and everything.
Word, same font and everything. So Yankees traded Jameson Taillon with the Pirates. We heard some rumblings of it yesterday. Yankees being the favorites to be able to get him. And they acquired him today for 4 prospects. I had 2. Why did I do this? Why should
the four horsemen.
4 prospects. And, one of them that we probably very well know, Miguel Yahoo, who I probably very well know as well.
Yahoo.
Speak to him on a normal basis. And then there's the, Kanan Smith is also another guy. Game with him, too. And then there's Roanis Contreras and one is slipping my mind right now. Which is the other one, Chris?
Michael Escato.
Oh, Michael Escato.
I think that's what you think. Michael Escato.
Yes. So
Miguel Yajur had a brief moment with the major league team.
He did. Good stuff.
Arm. Yeah, man, definitely good stuff. Ronci Contreras is another guy that could go into the Pittsburgh game, the Pittsburgh Stadium, and do some damage too. I seen a quick video. Pretty good prospect. Michael Escato don't really know much, but they're excited about it. He's far away. Kanan Smith, apparently he was the best average hitter within the Yankee organization. So they got some pieces, man. A lot of people are saying that the 4 prospects were bums or whatever. Like, they're the pack. They're actually pretty good piece, man.
All right, quick little thing. You look on YouTube, on Twitter, whatever, it breaks, and the first thing that people want to say, what did the Yankees give up? Why are you so worried? Like, that's the number one thing you're worried about? And then the next thing, we give up nobody for this guy. And then you go under the Pirates feed, and you look at their, oh my God, we got him for him, blah, 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 we're so happy. It's like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? But I guess before we start talking about the trade and how we feel about Taillon and how we feel about this trade here, we must talk about the people that we lost. We lost 4 prospects and we lost 1 starting pitcher confirmed. This all but surely confirms that Masahiro Tanaka will not be coming back with the New York Yankees. And we surely miss you. We appreciate you. Appreciate the fun times, Tanaka. Still posting.
I wouldn't feel so bad about Tanaka not coming back if we won a ring.
Yeah.
Because at least that's
got to a World Series with him.
Right, or got to a World Series with Tanaka. Imagine Tanaka, Jesus Christ, man. That would have been dope. That's my only thing. Like that we didn't see him in a World Series or win a World Series with us. Best of luck to what he decides to do, man.
Yes, would have been nice. And of course, almost be remiss to say, we are Pinstripe Strong. We're minority podcast, urban podcast as well. And we would be remiss not to talk about Hank Aaron and the loss of him and Hammer and Hank. And, the fact that we did lose him this week. So condolences to family and him. But, he was very important. He's always speaking out against, he's always spoken out against racial injustice and a lot of things. He's lived through it. He lived through the whole thing and him passing Babe Ruth and doing all of that. And he is etched in history, and we've seen it with the reaction that we had, man. But I would feel I would feel bad.
Be on the lookout for some Henry Aaron stuff for me.
Yes.
I plan on doing some stuff for Black History Month. And I this actually hit me out of nowhere when I saw that. I just wasn't Hank Aaron just got the COVID vaccine.
Right.
I wasn't expecting him to die. You don't expect anyone to die or when they go, it's their time. But, you know, what I'm saying is he was healthy, he was active, he was still, you know, talking. He just presented Freddie Freeman with the Hank Aaron Award this season. So for him to pass at 86, I want to make sure that I do something around his life and legacy when Black History Month comes up, because I think it is very important for the younger generation to understand that when he broke Babe Ruth's home run record, his family was in hiding. They were in like witness protection type of stuff, because it's unfortunate, but in America, there were people sending him and his family death threats.
Yeah.
If he broke the record. He wasn't even sure he was going to make it around the bases when he broke it. And I think that story deserves to be brought back to light with what we've seen in 2020. Rest in peace to Hank Aaron.
Yeah, so definitely look out.
One of the craziest.
Look out for Keith with that.
Yeah, one of the craziest. Yeah, definitely. One of the, you know, before we move on, one of the craziest visuals, because I didn't know. Obviously, we all see when he breaks the record, and then he's running around the bases, and people, teammates are cheering, and then these two dudes run onto the field.
Yeah.
Mind you, Keith just said that he was receiving death threats. So these two, white guys run on the field, and they get close to, but it's to cheer him on and to congratulate him, and not, but just the mindset, like, hey. And he said it. He was like, "Yeah, I was getting death threats, and now these guys are coming on the field."
Could have been coming out there to attack him.
Yeah, it could have been to attack him. It's just crazy, man. It's a crazy time. Rest in peace and condolences to the family, man. The king.
And last thing about it is, like, that's before our time. I was listening to Harold Reynolds talk about it on MLB Network, and he was saying how it was realistic for you to get assassinated in that era. They saw Martin Luther King get assassinated. They saw JFK get assassinated. It wasn't far-fetched for him to think he would lose his life over breaking a baseball record. Yep. It's crazy.
Right.
Rest in peace to him.
Legend. Rest in peace.
Black hero in the game of baseball.
Facts.
Super Fox, man.
Yeah, so it's pretty crazy. I just wanted to make sure that we brought that up for sure.
Yeah, thank you, because I wasn't even thinking about that. Thank you.
And guys, hey, but on this side of the things, you know what I mean? Like, Yankees make this trade, and then automatically we got rapid reaction. So I just want to know what you guys felt from it, happening to now where it's at right now. Like, what was your reaction right away?
Now, I was, as soon as I saw that the Yankees were front runners, I'm like, all right, they're getting him. Because, usually when especially with the whole Luis Castillo thing, you can see the difference between how that shit was reported to how the Jameson Taillon move was being reported, and how everything just led up to, the trade and all that. So it was like, all right, so, what's the next move? Like, what's going to happen? How many roster spots are going to, who's going out, who's coming in? You start asking all these questions. I wasn't worried. I wasn't so much worried about who's going to Pittsburgh, because I don't, I mean, I say I don't care. I do, depending on who, because obviously there's some, like, for example, Luis Medina and Luis Gil. They were able to make that trade happen without giving up these two pieces. And those are big arms as well. So it's with that, I'm content with the trade. I think Pittsburgh got a great package.
Yep.
According to Joel Sherman, a better package than what San Diego got or the Pittsburgh got for what's his guy's name?
Musgrove.
Yeah, Musgrove. Yeah, according to his, it's a much better package. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Cole obviously got his boy. They're already talking about what they're gonna do, and I like that. I like that energy. What do you think about that, Keith, when you first saw it?
I like this move. This is a trade that I would do. I think I tweeted out. This is a trade I would do 9 times out of 10.
Right.
It's low risk, high reward. Yes, this guy's got back-to-back Tommy John surgeries. Yes, this guy.
That shit sounds crazy,
cancer.
though.
That is crazy.
That sounds a little
wild.
crazy. All right.
But he did come out and say that he wants to be the guy in Major League Baseball to set a precedent to say, hey, you can come back from Tommy John surgery twice and be effective. So there's a lot to be seen.
Isn't he a
The
survivor
biggest thing
as
I
well?
like about it. Say that again.
Wasn't he like a survivor as well? Like a didn't I see somewhere?
Cancer survivor.
Cancer survivor? Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's a fighter.
Hey, so that means
And,
that means he's a beast. That means he's mentally tough. That means he's a competitor. That means he's a fighter. And I mean, I like a few things about it, but I like the price that we got him at. His deal, I think he's going to get around $2.2 million. maybe 2.25 million.
Yeah, 2.25. Yeah, 2.25.
It's not going to hurt us. I love the tie-in with Garrett Cole, them being not just friends but good friends.
Very good friends.
And
he has
him
influence.
saying to Garrett Cole,
it seems like.
Say that again.
That he has. It seems like Garrett Cole has some influence over him. It seems like he kind of like looks toward him for like advice, and that's a good person to look toward.
They actually just brought it back up. Talking Yanks. I remember in spring training last year, I watched the episode of Talking Baseball where it was, I think it was Talking Baseball. It was Trevor, it was John Boy, it was Jake interviewing him, and he talked about his relationship with Cole, and then we just saw something about him saying how much he wants to run it back with Cole. They're at different points in their life. They're men now, kind of like grown up in the league a little bit. They want to run it back together. And this dude is a beast. I think he's like 6'5", like big frame.
Yeah.
And, the last thing I'll say about him is it's like the low risk, high reward thing. Okay, let's say this guy comes in here and he gets hurt and he doesn't actually pan out and turn into anything. What do we lose? Miggy Yahoo was the only guy that we really saw play in the major leagues for us. The rest of these guys aren't major leaguers. The rest of these guys are unknown. Kanan Smith, we've heard his name a few times, but these guys were not major leagues. On the flip side, what if this guy comes in and after a year off in 2020, after getting a new arm for a second time from Tommy John and reuniting with Garrett Cole, who Garrett Cole is a master at his craft, you think he's not going to be helping his boy out, helping his boy get better? Yeah. What if this guy comes in and he's solid for us all year? I'm not saying he's going to be our number 2. I know there's a lot of questions about our number 2 starter, but what if he just is solid? What if he's a solid starter? That gives us insurance. And that's the last thing. Like, this guy is the insurance that we needed. And I've been saying it for weeks. We need another starter. We need that insurance because we can't roll the dice on, Sevy, he's coming back.
Yep.
Oh, what's Domingo Germán going to be like? Are the kids ready? Davey and Clark. Now we get a guy that was once the number 2 pick in the 2010 draft. We get a guy that was a number 2 pick, a guy that has done it, a guy that is friends with our number 1, with our ace, to come in here for the low. The low is 2.2 mil.
And 2 years
take
of
a flyer
control
on him. A shot with Jameson. We take a shot with Jameson.
You take a shot with Jameson, bro. It's just what it is. It's so easy to name this podcast. Of all the podcasts, guys, this is like the thought process. Before we start the podcast, we talk, all right, guys, so what are we going to name? Like, hey, Joe, so the podcast starts at, you told us 7 o'clock, yo, why are you starting at 8? We're trying to figure out the name of the episode sometimes. This one was quick. Right? I'll be honest.
Yeah, usually we start late because we can't figure the name.
You're like, yeah. Chris is like, and then me and Keith was like, yeah, I think that's it. And then Keith was like, Chris is like, I don't know. And then we got to go back to the drawing board and figure out another name of a freaking episode. Yeah. So we put something into the name of that. So every episode has its identity.
What's funny, pre-pod, the last episode, I was like, because there was rumblings about Jameson and the Yankees being interested or whatever. And I was like, Joe, I think we should do something with the liquor. And I think we should do something with the liquor. And now, because it's so easy right now. And listen, you were right, Keith. He's 230 pounds, 6'5". He just turned 29 in November. So, 29 season coming up, and hopefully is a healthy one. But, like we said, cancer survivor, 2 Tommy Johns, and he's a bulldog, man. He's somebody that's not going to back away. So I like that.
Yeah.
So and 2018, I think I was seeing some starts. He was throwing 95, nasty slider. I think it's like a slider or a curveball. Hey, listen, if Cole, and obviously Cole knows everything back to front when it comes to pitching, and is somebody who's always looking to learn and improve, that's gonna rub off on Taillon. I'm not so worried about it. And remember, San Diego also signed Clevenger. Didn't he get a second Tommy John? And they signed him for 2 years. You know what I mean? So he's coming in cheaper than Clevenger.
And you know what? He'll be
in terms of the price.
Isn't it weird? Him and Sevy got their Tommy John surgeries like a week apart, and he's gonna be ready for spring training. And I was like, okay. And then Sevy's not gonna be ready for a little while. So I don't know. He's already. I guess every timeline is different for every person's arm. But
yeah, I guess it's like where I don't know. I mean, I'm not it's they know what's up, and I wouldn't want them to rush him back again like they did in was it 2019?
Right. I mean, this is not Tommy John, but you know.
Okay, there you go.
I mean, it's great that he's going to be ready for spring training. One of the first things I said today was spring training is going to be so fun to watch. If you're into the Yankees and you're into pitching and competition and seeing, hey, like who gets the pill today, who gets the rock today, who's getting the start today, and how they do, and like figuring out who is who. We have to figure out, is it Cole, Kluber, Taillon, Monty, and then that fifth spot is up for grabs. We're gonna find out in the next month. In February, we're gonna start to figure out, hey, like maybe Monty looks really good. Maybe Taillon comes in and he's a new man. Maybe Kluber is back to Cy Young form. Like me, like I will be so locked in every day just to figure out who's gonna be where in the rotation.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, that's gonna be exciting.
That will be exciting. But let's get a live look at Clint Frazier's Twitter. Let's see what he says here according to the trade.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving!
As Clint, it is customary now for Clint to talk about every single trade that the Yankees do until the day that he obviously retires with the Yankees, probably somewhere in Monument Park.
If Clint was in this trade, I would have probably been upset.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, the Yankees, people are saying that they're impressed how the Yankees were able to keep Luis Gil. And they're like, oh, whoa. They kept him.
And Luis Medina.
And Medina.
Because those are two guys that everybody, like, you would think they would be in our, like, if we're giving up prospects, you would think one of those two guys would be in this. And when they weren't in it today, I was like, Cashman is prospect hugging somewhat.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, the Yankees got Kluber, the Yankees got DJ back, and traded for Taillon. Now, they filled up 2 roster spots, or opened up 2 roster spots for 2. They got 1 more they got to make, or they open.
Right. Miguel Yajuri and
1 more move.
Keenan Smith were on the 40 man. And
I thought it was Ronci.
Okay, Ronci. Maybe it was Ronci and Miguel Yajuri. Yeah. But now that they're off, and now Taillon is coming in, 1. All I need is 1 mic. We got 1. That's why I think moves called in last episode. There's moves that need to be made still.
Yeah, still not done. Not done. I will say this, and I can't wait until we do, just a little teaser, the YouTube series with, kind of breaking down the different parts of the Yankees and stuff like that. That's going to be coming out before the season starts, but kind of like a preview. But the Yankees starting pitching is like, it could be like, oh shit, okay, Cole, Kluber, Sevy, Taillon, Monty, let's go. Or it could be Cole, Kluber, Sevy, Taillon, Monty, Davey, baby. Woo. It could be both. I mean, it could really be like, oh shit, wow, we rocking. You know what I mean? We got some experience at the top. We got some people with some really good stuff. Rounding out the rotation, we pushed Monty to that 5th spot. If you guys remember, we were talking about pushing Monty to that 5th spot. Or I mean, there's a lot of like people coming off an injury.
But now, I forgot who I was talking to, but I told them, like, when it comes to pitching, I mean, every pitcher is 1 pitch away from fucking everything up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's literally one of the most dangerous things to do in sports is abnormal, basically, to always swing your arm that way. Now, some people, especially when, literally, when they're much younger, they recommend for them to get the Tommy John out the way already early. So the Tommy John surgery, the way it's turned into like, all right, this is a surgery. Like, well, after this, you're gonna be the fucking man. Unfortunately, he had to get it twice, and he shortened his delivery. He shortened his delivery. There was a side-by-side picture. I forgot who put it up, but I was like, okay, so let's see what happens now that he changed his delivery. Maybe he feels a lot more comfortable maybe there's a lot more torque on his fastball and movement on his breaking balls. But I mean, it could come in as a we could be focused on they have all these injuries, what's going to happen, how they're going to come back. But the Yankees wouldn't give $11 million to Kluber. They didn't think that he was good. You know what I mean? The Yankees wouldn't make this move for Taillon if they didn't think he was good. So I don't know. I feel good coming into this, man. I feel good coming into this.
I would too.
Yes, there's always going to be a worry, but when it comes to pitching, there's always there's a worry when people run down the base. You know what I mean? So it's like, let's just see what they got.
Tanaka strained 2 hamstrings running down
the base. So it's like we worried. Oh man, Tommy John, bro. Like it's gonna happen, bro. You could go outside. You could go outside your house right now, and something happens. Like shit happens. It's just, all right. So what are we doing? I'm worried about the medical team. Can the medical team keep him healthy?
That's what I was gonna say. That's the next part.
The next thing.
Would you know what I mean? Because it's like all of those people coming back from injury. And then you have kind of like a team that's kind of been a little bit bit by the injury bugs, and people have been kind of mismanaging certain injuries a little bit, and I don't know.
That's what it is.
I mean, is it wrong if some Yankee fans are kind of dipping their toe in the water, kind of like nervous? I don't blame you. I don't.
It's right though. I mean, it's okay to be. I'm saying I'm not right. Like I'm not, and when it comes to that, because like I said,
let's be
optimistic. It's gonna happen regardless. Yo, I'm optimistic, man.
Fingers
I'm optimistic.
crossed.
They like what they saw. I was like, hey man, the Yankees wouldn't make this move. It's like if you saw a car and it doesn't have a door. Like, are you gonna buy it? No, just walk away to the. You're not gonna buy a fucked up car. You're gonna buy the car that's good. Right. I mean, you're gonna go for it. You're gonna invest into money that's worth it. I don't think the Yankees are gonna spend money and make moves on shit that what if?
No, the Yankees do their due diligence. I'm sure they're talking to trainers, coaches, people that have watched, Kluber pitch and Taillon pitch. And Taillon, we talked about Taillon on this podcast first when his name and Josh Bell's name were rumored to the Yankees. We were like, we don't need Josh Bell and maybe Taillon. And I think through, I don't know, let's say that was 3 weeks. Through the last 3, maybe 4 weeks, the Yankees probably were checking on him and checking on it. And you think Garrett Cole wasn't like, oh, that's my man. Like, definitely go get him. Let me call him and check on him. And maybe we go out and talk to him, or maybe he those things go on behind the scenes.
Yep.
I am not worried about these guys' injuries. I think they're going to come in ready to go. But Chris said it when he said, is the medical team and staff going to be able, are they going to be able to manage these guys?
Are they
like our history of the
What's
IL?
the medical team spring training?
Yeah, our history of IL stints has not been good the last 2 years. Hopefully, Eric Cressy, right? Eric Cressy hosted the Kluber workout. Hopefully, he's good with Kluber, and maybe that can help Taillon too. And then Garrett Cole with Taillon. Like, there are relationships there. I hope our medical staff, training staff is ready to keep these guys on the field.
That's what I'm worried about. If you want to talk about worry, that's what I'm worried about. If my mans go down, what is the medical team like? What are they gonna do? Like, are they gonna fumble it again, or we good? So that's it.
Because we got options right now until guys start getting hurt, and then it's like, whoa, hold on, we don't have that many options.
Right.
I do like the depth too. I do like the depth now. I'm liking the depth.
Well, yeah, because remember when we spoke about, remember how we were talking before about the rotation? We were like, and then Davies number 5, and you got Monty number 4. I'm like, whoa. I kind of want Monty in the number 5 area. You know what I mean? Given, just so that we're deeper. Like that's where I kind of want to keep him.
Monty 5. That means that is a deep ass squad. Yeah, Monty 5. Monty 3 is like,
being a lefty. I think right now Monty would be the only lefty. Cole is a righty, Kluber's a righty, Taillon is a righty.
Yeah.
Davey is a righty.
Yeah,
Clark.
Domingo. Clark is a righty.
Domingo is a righty. So it depends where you want to put that left-handed starter in your rotation. But I was looking at Monty as not a 2, not a 3, a 4, or most likely a 5.
I could see Monty as a 4.
Maybe a 4. I think Monty's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. that he's got something to
think he
prove,
does.
more to prove after what he did in the postseason. And he's been here a little while, and he's looking like, hey, I'm going to shock some people. And that's what we want as Yankee fans. Prove people wrong. Monty, be an ace.
Well, the only thing I can say,
Monty, hey, man.
yeah, I mean, the only thing I can say about Taillon is
best rappers of all time. Think about it.
Taillon.
Because I spit hot fire.
Yes. Because
Taillon.
because he spits hot fire. All right, so
Coming out
Those
of
hot
Pete
fire.
down.
Yo, yeah, listen.
Pittsburgh.
Listen, man. Listen, hey, I think we're gonna have the last laugh when it comes to this. There's a lot of people talking wild shit about who we gave up and oh man, another and the worry about the the Tommy John, I get it, but I think we're gonna have us fans. We're gonna have the last laugh, man. That guy, he looks like I've been out like what 2 years, 2 seasons. I bet.
Yeah, I said we might get the
I'll be
best
back.
version of this guy. This guy was a number 2 overall pick. He's got
Yeah.
his second Tommy John surgery. He's back with Garrett Cole. He knows he's pitching for the New York Yankees, not the Pittsburgh Pirates, which, not knocking them. They have a great baseball culture in Pittsburgh, but it's a way different ball game pitching in the Bronx versus pitching at PNC Park. So let's go.
Facts.
Let's go Yankees.
So what's
Let's
next?
go,
Well,
Yankees.
what's next now for the year? Because remember, we said if the Yankees just signed DJ LeMahieu, we're not happy. If they said now they've gotten DJ LeMahieu, which is not official yet. Don't be worried about that because there's not a timeline. They could just announce it literally a day before spring training if they really wanted to. So we got DJ.
DJ joins the Red Sox.
Nah. You got 2 starting pitchers. What do we need now? Do we need
Reliever.
We need a reliever, right?
And
In
a
my
lefty
opinion.
bat.
And what else?
A lefty bat.
A lefty
That's
bat.
what everybody's saying.
I'm telling you, Gardner. I think they
A lefty bat.
Talking Yanks
That-
put up
yeah,
a picture of a Gardner like out of nowhere. And first of all, that's not even his camera phone, guys. So don't even. He doesn't. He has a flip phone. All right. He probably has a Nextel.
Someone else took that pic.
He probably has a Nextel. No lie. Like beep. Like that was somebody else that took a picture with their phone to
He
him
has a
holding
beeper.
some shit.
He has a beep.
Yeah, he's got a beeper and shit.
Guardy drives. Guardy drives to the
Guardy
payphone.
is gonna come back for 1.5 million on the low, one more year so his family can see him play in Yankee Stadium. I think we need another arm, another experienced arm in the bullpen. I was speaking with, I forget who I was speaking with, but I was saying, the way I see it, they don't trust Otto anymore. They might move Otto. We don't have Tommy
Might move
Canely.
Otto.
We need another arm in the bullpen. Yes, I like
might.
Nick Nelson. Yes, I like what some of these other guys that are going to get a chance this year to contribute, but I don't feel confident going in with just those guys. So maybe another bullpen arm. A lefty bat would be great because I keep saying, I used to, be high on Mike Ford, but after, Mike Ford being the option in the postseason for us to pinch hit a lefty versus a lefty matchup, I'm like, that can't be the answer. So maybe we go get that lefty
Right.
bat off the bench. That could be.
Numbers don't lie. Check
they
the
might.
scoreboard. Mike Ford.
Mike Ford, Jersey, the pride of New
They
Jersey,
might.
but
They might have to eat some of that contract though. What is it, like $9 million? They might have to heat some of that.
It depends.
Otto.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't.
Unless you group them with, you know what I mean, and maybe
No.
Andujar. I love Andujar, but does he really have a spot in the roster right now?
Well, I mean,
Injuries do happen.
you could exchange it if you're exchanging somebody from that is being paid more money in the relief side,
Yeah.
and you could kind of exchange there, and the Yankees are comfortable paying that difference, kind of thing. Then that could be a route, but yeah, I think they're done for starting pitching. Though.
Andujar too.
They're done for starting pitching, though. I think that.
I think they're done on starters.
Yeah.
And I don't think Andujar is going anywhere either. I think at this point he could be dealt, but they know what his bat does. I keep having to remind people of what he did in 2018. He was arguably the best Yankee, should have won Rookie of the Year. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
Gio Urshela emerges, and we try and move this guy to left field. We're throwing him in left field, which is tough, but his bat will play. I'd much rather have seen a pinch hit from Miguel Andujar than Mike Ford.
Right.
I know the lefty
Now,
matchup. I know what it is.
I
But
just don't
you
think
know
he
what I'm
has the
saying.
value anymore, the same exact value. I don't know if because people kind of want to see it a little bit, and I don't know if he has the same exact value as what he did before him. You know, the NL still not knowing about whether having a DH or not. I think is affecting a lot of shit too. They need to know
a lot of moves.
Yeah.
Now
of course.
one of the things though is the last season there was a few injuries and things like that, and how much did Andujar really play, even with the injuries?
Right.
So I'm like, does he really have a spot? And it's not about him and his abilities. I want Andujar to start every day with the Yankees, but does he really have a position here? And those are the things that you got to start looking at. And even with the injuries, does he have a position?
No one has been shitted on by the Yankees more than Miguel Andujar. They sent him up, they sent him down, they put him in left without that much experience. They told him, no, you don't even get a shot at third base. And then when they did throw him in at third base, it was like, he ain't been getting reps there. What I will say about Miguel Andujar last year is when we needed a spark, when the Yankees were losing games, we were in a losing streak where it was like everybody went cold. They brought Andujar back up and he started hitting. So I'm like, they got to figure out, maybe he's the pinch hitter. Maybe he's the guy that, like, when guys get rest, boom, we look at the lineup and Andujar is DHing or Andujar is in left. I think they're going to if they're going to keep him here, they're going to try and keep working on left field with him and finding a place for him.
Yep. Let's see. I hope so. Or just send him to Milwaukee with Otto for, Josh Hader or Devin Williams.
That's a thought.
I wish the price for those guys would be a lot higher.
Yeah,
through the roof.
Probably a lot higher.
Through the roof.
Clint Frazier will probably be telling you that he's not fucking leaving.
Clint Frazier comes to the park.
Miguel Andujar saying the same thing. I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not leaving.
I think he's not leaving because he kind of can't. Like, nobody's taking. All right, so it's so we got voicemail. If you guys ever want to leave us a voicemail, feel free to do so. 347-389-4898. I think we're all in agreement. We approve of this trade, so now he can officially become a Yankee. That's kind of how it works, I guess. Cashman has been looking forward to this podcast to see whether or not he should approve this and be okay with it. So now we're okay. So he is a Yankee. So let's go. But we do have a there's only one voicemail. All right, I thought there was more.
That's good.
That's fine. All right, we got one.
We hit the 40 mark.
All right, let's see. Do I shit, there's always a freaking sound issue. What's going on? Let's try this again. This is freaking crazy.
Instruction.
Yo, it's your boy Moves again, man. I told you guys I wasn't done. I ain't going no place, no how, you hear me? And I'm still not done. Moves. Out.
Moves.
Street
name. Moves.
Yo, Moves, man. Where is Moves?
So my man Moves out here making moves.
Yo, man, see, man, when Moves is around, everything is shaking and baking.
Okay, everything's shaking and baking, man. What was it that he said? He said, I ain't going no place, no how?
Yeah, something like that. No place, no how. Yeah, man.
Oh, man. That's funny.
Amazing. That's how you end the pod.
That's a great way to freaking end the pod. I mean, you guys got any last words? Anything else you guys want to
any last words, Keith?
Let us know here.
No, that's it. We're getting closer. We're almost there. Let's go, Yanks.
Yeah, man. Same. Let's go, Yanks. I like this. I know we've been complaining about, oh, man, what Cashman doing? He's laying down and sleeping and climbing off of buildings. He's making moves, as we heard our man Moves say.
Yeah.
Yankees.
Good stuff. Hopefully we have some good stuff coming up. Hopefully there's some more moves on the horizon. And we can get something going come this by this Thursday, because these podcasts are even more fun when there's something to talk about.
Right.
But guys, like Thursday. I always say, make sure you guys keep your pinstripes on. I say pinstripe strong. Let's go Yankees! Tell them, Noah. Lit.
That was good.
Efficient. That's what it was.
Some moves called in again.
All right, y'all. I gotta run. I got my mom here. She's trying to hit the road. I gotta say goodbye before she leaves. But good pod.
Yes. Good pod.
Let's go, Yanks. Let's go.
Guys.
I gotta go get ready. Nice. All love, man.
Deuces. Oh shit! They all left me alone. All right, good stuff, guys. I'm gonna hop on in a few just to do like a gaming pod. I'm gonna do like a gaming thing. We're gonna see what's up with that. Thank you guys so much for joining us. See you guys later. Deuces.